I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning and welcome to our Thursday morning meeting, January 25th. Board of County Commissioners. My name is Andy Hunthausen. To my left, Commissioner Tom Rolfe.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman.
Morning. Flo Liston. Good morning. Be taking care of us today and keeping track. Greg McNally, our Director of Planning and Community Development. To my right, Commissioner Candace Payne. Good morning. And to her right, Deputy County Attorneys Nico Hash and Keegan Shea. Good morning. And Roger Baltz, our Chief Administrative Officer. Good morning, Roger. There is a sign-in sheet in the front if everyone would sign in prior to leaving today, so we have a good record of who's attended our meeting. That would be grand. And we will start. We don't have any consent action items, Mr. Baltz. We'll start with the next agenda item, which is a bid award. One new wheel loader. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Chair, Commissioners. I'm Dustin Knoll and from Lewis and Clark County Public Works. And today we have a bid award for one new wheel loader. And we'll start with what I've written down here. On January 11th, 2 bids were opened for one new wheel loader needed for the road division. And this wheel loader is used mainly for loading sand and gravel materials and various other materials into snow plows and dump trucks. And it gets occasionally used on road projects and bridge projects as needed. According to the bid requirements, the committee was tasked with considering bids based on purchase price, delivery date, analysis and comparison with similar or related equipment. Bids ranged in price from $187,500 to $189,000. The low bid met all specifications and also had a 90-day delivery time frame. Staff recommends that the Board of County Commissioners award the bid to the low bidder, Tractor and Equipment Company of Helena, Montana, for the purchase of one new 2024 CAT 926M model wheel loader for the total purchase price of $187,500 to be delivered within 90 days, no later than the end of April 2024, and authorize the chair to sign any purchase documents.
Thank you, Mr. Knoll. Appreciate it. Any questions, commissioners? Any questions?
No.
Okay, looks like no questions. Thank you. Well, I'll ask you a question. Heck.
Okay, sure.
Just so that we're covering our bases, or maybe an opportunity to explain to the public. But when last meeting, when the bids were open, then we took them back and looked at them for their completeness. And then, of course, we want to get a loader that meets all of our bid specs for the best value for the taxpayer. If you'd like, just a little bit about that process. Committee gets together and looks at that, or you and your team. Just a little bit about that so the public knows how that works.
Sure, Mr. Chair. Thanks for the question there. As we mentioned there, we definitely taken all bids into consideration, and of course we look for all the requirements, the bid bond and etc. And our next task is to closely look at any exceptions, if there is any taken, and then if there is, we definitely will certainly look at each one of those exceptions to see if it's something that is very that's we can't take that exception, because that's something that's very important, and or it might just be such a minor exception that it's okay. So then we take into consideration the purchase prices of each bid, and as well as the time frames, which is a little bit less important than of when they'll be delivered on this one in particular, as well as the after purchase, post purchase parts and repair services, whether that's just what that company offers that is bidding for that can help us in the future. So those are some of the things that we look at for sure to make our decision.
Great, thank you very much. Yeah, it's good to get a glimpse kind of behind the curtain on how that stuff works and what we're looking for and all of that. And prior to the bids going out, or the bids coming in, I guess, a bid spec goes out and these companies get to look at that and determine whether their product has a good chance of meeting our specs and all of that. And then they obviously then choose to submit a bid or not. But we put all that out ahead of time so they know what we're asking for, we're looking for, and what we need prior.
Mr. Chair, that's correct. Yep. And as well as we also always offer a pre-bid meeting, usually about a week before the bids are due. And we generally do that, via a Zoom meeting or something like that, so that is generally these companies a lot of the salesmen are from out of town. And so I do appreciate doing those meetings online. And then that's a good opportunity for them to ask any type of questions in a professional format of such as a pre-bid meeting, to if they have any questions on what we're asking for, specifically the bid specs. If there's a question on the dimension or something, some things like that. So
Yeah, good. Thank you very much. I just think it's good to inform the public as much as we can. Commissioner Payne.
Thank you. Good morning.
Morning.
I
Commissioner?
was looking at this and we're getting one new wheel loader. Is this retiring an old wheel loader, or is it gonna, are you getting rid of it, or will it be used for smaller projects, or what is the plan?
Commissioner Payne, thank you for that question. That actually had some notes written down
He paid me to ask.
yeah, to that. I just wasn't, but the one that we're going to be replacing or in surplus and not trading in, but surplus and eventually is, it's the oldest piece of machinery that Public Works has. Actually, it's a 1977 Cat 920 loader. And it's currently stationed at Wolf Creek, in the Wolf Creek area. That is what this new loader will be replacing. And so we have total of 5 wheel loaders of this style in our fleet. And that's the best number for us to cover our entire county.
It's a big county.
It's a very big county, yes. And it's like I said, its main purpose is to load sand and gravel and brush and anything else that's required for this loader. Has a 3-yard bucket on it, so it's decent size. So it will load dump trucks, will load snow plow, sander boxes, or we have a side dump trailer, or 20-yard capacity side dump trailer that that we can load efficiently, fast and efficient with the size like. And then this is also a small enough, or it's not small, but a good size to transport to various road projects if needed. If the road or bridge divisions need a certain size loader to move some material in the culverts or ditches or etc. So
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you for the discussion. Any further discussion? Anything else? Anybody? Okay. All right, no, appreciate it. And back to the recommendation, which is a bid award for the wheel loader. Is there any public comment on this item? Any public comment? Any public comment? Seeing no public come forward, commissioners, how about a motion?
Oh,
Go ahead. All right, Mr. Chair, I would move that we accept the recommendation of staff and approve the bid for $187,500
for new wheel loader as they recommend.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve the recommended bid award to tractor and equipment. Believe, yes. As presented by Mr. Knoll. Thank you very much for your work there. Any further discussion, commissioners? Yes, sir.
I'd just like to make a comment. I think the public should know just the expertise that Mr. Knoll displays in the way he operates the county shop. He spends a lot of time studying these things. I remember years ago, before I got on the commission, that I was bidding vehicles for consideration, and he was always very knowledgeable, and he was always trying to save money for the county. And I think he's continued to do that. We've seen this in a few bids here recently where we've been able to get products for less money than we had anticipated. And I just really think the people of the county need to know what a great job you do for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Rolfe.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I have one more comment.
Please.
Since this is a 1977 wheel loader that you're replacing, and we have the Pam Atadero and she's head of the historic arena of our county, and maybe she would have some input on the best way. Oh, never mind. I'm just being facetious.
Maybe get it on the historic register or something. There you go. Right.
It's old enough.
Commissioner Fan, yes, it's definitely old enough, isn't it, for it to be a vintage vehicle of some sort?
There you go. I think we got our money out of it. So thank you very much. Appreciate your work. Commissioners, there is a motion and a second on the floor. We ready for a vote? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Knoll. Appreciate
Sure,
it.
Commissioners, thank you.
Yeah. All right, next item on the agenda is a grant application of the State of Montana Historic Preservation Office. Speaking of historic preservation, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Pam Attardo. I'm the Heritage Preservation Officer for the city and county. And good morning. I think I said that. So yeah, I don't know if any vehicles have ever been listed on the National Register. Good question. So I am here regarding the State Historic Preservation Office CLG grant, which is the Certified Local Government Grant. This is something that this office has been receiving since 1989 when we were created as a certified local government. The CLG is something that comes from the National Historic Preservation Act, and it's federal money that we receive. And in the past, we've received anywhere from $3,000–4,000. This year, it's $6,000. And the period of the grant is April 1st, 2024 through March 31st, 2025. This can be used for anything. It's completely unrestricted. So in the past, we've used it for things such as doing historic site records for the historic districts. I'm sure we have, at some point, it's made its way into many different projects. I don't track that through finance, but yeah, it's a very helpful grant.
Great. Thank you. Yes, commissioners, questions for Pam? It is. And as you said, Ms. Tardo, that it's been something we received annually since 1989. So it's a regular reoccurring deal. And it's great that we're getting a little more this year.
Yeah.
Or on the upper end of what we usually get.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Great. Thank you. With no questions, any public comment on this item? Any public comment? Any public comment? All right, seeing no public comment, commissioners, is there a motion, please?
Chairman, I move that we approve the grant application to the State of Montana Historic Preservation Office as presented by Pam Attardo.
Second.
Second.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Wake up.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Moving to second to approve the grant application to the State of Montana Historic Preservation Office as presented. Commissioners, further discussion? Thank you, Pam. Thanks for staying on this.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Any dollar we can bring in that is not a local tax dollar, we're happy to get it.
I agree.
Yes.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. All right, with that, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Okay, we're at that time in our meeting where we will take public comment on any item that is under the jurisdiction of our commission, but not on today's agenda. Is there any public comment? We have no public in the room, so commissioners, we will stand adjourned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.